Hey, guess who it is? Me again, Ksilisab, your homie that gives you poop content for free. Doesn't cost anything. You should subscribe, probably. Anyways, hey boys, listen, I got a Shedu. Merry Christmas also, I guess. Christmas Eve, whatever the fuck. My Christmas is January 7th, Orthodox Christian type homie. Here we have a freaky build, funky. I'm going to show you all there is to know about Shedu. So, the thing has heat and electricity. It does gas and corrosive procs if you only put toxin on it, and that's a really good combination for normal enemies. It does that decent armor strip, and then the gas procs, and you know, the more armor you remove, the better it's just, I'll show you. You'll know. So the Riven is actually one of the best Rivens mod that exists for the Shedu right now. It is a damage multi-toxin, and it is really amazing. So all I did here was since I have a lot of toxin, you know, you can stack a shitload of it, and boy, the thing fucking works. The fire rate build is good with vial acceleration, but this one is also really good. If you just put more toxin, more status, that's also a very valid build. I'll show you how it do. You'll see. It's gonna impress you. It's an impressive weapon. I really like it. It's one of my favorite new weapons. Too bad it's ugly and it has that red glow. Look, you can't see that red glow? I can't get rid of that for some reason, and it really fucking pisses me off. Alright, these guys are unpaused, level 140s. We'll still be able to fucking destroy them though. Look. And the fact that you don't really have to reload, just stop for a second, is just really good. It just kicks so much fucking ass. It's kind of funny. I'll show you a couple of neat tricks that you can do with it. Also, soon you'll see how to mod it in different types of ways. There's a bunch of shit you can do with it. It's actually a very interesting gun. One of the better primary weapon releases. Contrary to the Queller that sucks fucking dick, this one's really good. So yeah, it totally fucking just look at that. That's fucking chaos. This thing is a fucking beast. Holy shit, I like that. Corrosive and gas, very rare combination for primary weapons and secondaries. You don't see that very often at all. And Shedu is unique. I'm not sure, but I think it's the only weapon you can combine gas and corrosive with. So the reason I have Primed Bane of Corrupted is specifically because of the gas procs. They get really freaky huge gas procs if you get a Bane mod for the faction that you're fighting against. So that's why that's there. You can also make it like a general all-round type meme if you put heavy caliber on here. Let's say I were to remove this vial acceleration, replace it with a rank 8 one, I'll be able to fit heavy caliber on here. This isn't, you know, any specific advice, but look, it still has generally the same amount of accuracy. Let's test it now. You'll see the gas procs really suffer from this, but you know, it's gonna be a general all-round build. See, the gas procs are really not that special. They're just 3,800, you know. But look at all the status we're doing. This thing is freaky good. Bruh. And it seems like it has way more status than it should. It says 50% status on it, but god damn, it really feels like it's like full status. Damn, maybe if we were to... I mean, we don't have any extra status in there. Okay, well, listen, I didn't put any extra status on here, and the thing does amazing status for me, so that's the thing that you should know. If you put punch through on it, it kind of breaks it. It becomes very poopy stinky, so I would not put punch through on it. If you roll punch through on your Riven, I think that's also bad. You don't want punch through on this because the damage relies too much on the explosion that it gives off. So yeah, you don't want any PT on the thing at all. So yeah, that's also another thing that you gotta know. Alright, let's check out a base fire rate build. Let me see what I can pop in here. I can either go heavy caliber or Prime Bane of Corrupted. I prefer Prime Bane of Corrupted, but all you guys are like, oh, I want to fight this faction, multiple factions, this and that. I understand that completely. Don't worry about it. I will put listen, I'll put heavy caliber, but check this out. It's going to be a base fire rate build. And check this out. Only a rank 6 or a rank 4 fast hands is enough to for you to never need to like stop shooting. So nice little saver. If you don't want to invest too many foremen, just put in fast hands at rank 4. You'll get like, you know, it only takes 6 capacity. And check this out. You can essentially shoot it forever, and I really like that. It's a really big like convenience and damage boost, because a lot of weapons are throttled by their reload speed. You know, that's their main like disadvantage. So check this out. You know, since we don't have the extreme gas procs where, you know, the damage ain't the best, but check this out. I can just keep shooting and there's no reload. I find that very, very good, actually. I really like that. Let me just put the fucking Bane back on. I just wanna enjoy the pleasures of freaky gas procs. That's what I want. So here we go again. And never needing to reload. It's pretty convenient. Yeah, bitch. Pretty good explosion. Doesn't do self damage at all, so that's nothing you need to worry about. If you bullet jump, it disappears, and then if you aim, it pops back out. So the only thing that needs to be done for this thing on DE's part is just make me able to remove the red glow. It's fucking stupid. What were you thinking? Get rid of this bullshit. Look, it's like clipping and fucking, it's weird as fuck. It looks stupid, man. Just get rid of this. And also, give me a skin for it that looks a little bit more corpusy, please. So yeah, thanks. Thanks. And then I'll be using, and then Shedu is gonna actually be my primary, like, that's gonna be my only primary that I use. I'll fucking get rid of fucking Exurgis. So yeah, thanks DE. Just get rid of the red glow. Thanks. The weapon's good. All right, you accidentally made a good gun. Heat and electricity. If a weapon has base heat and base electricity, that's a very gaming combo. Maybe even if you get like electricity and cold, that might. But in the fucking regular attacks, that's like a corrosive and viral if you combine it. So yeah, that's also a good combination. As we saw on Comarex, it does corrosive and viral pretty well. Speaking of Comarex, the performance is really, really close. So this thing has an AoE blast, and it does really a really good combination of status procs. And this thing, also a sentient type amalgam meme gun, also does really good in the same regard. Applies a shitload of status procs that are a good combination. In this case, corrosive viral, and kills at about the same speed. I'll show you. So this is the gun that reminds me of the Shedu the most. But since it ain't gas, it won't spread. And you have to reload this thing, actually. A freaky reload animation. Nobody needed it, but yeah, this thing also kicks ass. And it's a Shedu-like primary weapon. It's decent. Ain't nothing like Comarex. It got very quickly forgotten, but I think it's just a really neat primary weapon. Too bad it's ugly as fuck. But yeah, back to the Shedu. I might have missed something that I wanted to tell you. Let me just think about it. So we got the reload thing covered. Oh yeah. I want to see, I haven't experimented enough, but I want to see how much can we drive the fire rate and the reload speed. So I want to drive the DPS on this thing as much as possible with the use of prime fast hands. So 55% reload speed. I want to know exactly how much more fire rate I can add to be able to sustain fire indefinitely with prime fast hands on. So when I find that out, I'm going to run prime fast hands and just enough fire rate to make it faster and not need to reload. Oh yeah, another thing. Yeah, I forgot. When you deplete the magazine on this thing, this is what happens. You get some AoE explosion that doesn't impact proc, and it's whatever. Who gives a fuck? It doesn't do any damage, as far as I've seen. Let's get some level 20 butchers, see what it can do. All right, 20 of them, level 20. Thank you. All right, we'll deplete the magazine next to them and see what can we do. It's a very low amount of impact damage, nothing really all that significant, so it's worthless. Don't even worry about it. Don't even try to make builds that capitalize that type of meme, because it's just, you don't need it. It's just a impact proc. Who gives a fuck, man? Maybe, what if we try to hunter munitions, the AoE explosion? Maybe it doesn't have like any crit chance on it, but we can try. Who gives a fuck? I really like this fucking gun, man. Let's see. Nope. Nope. Also, it's a pretty big area, I think. See? Man, that's a big-ass fucking area. But, you know, it's like... Maybe the only thing that it can do is, like, break boxes of resources in them. That's the only thing I can think of that's, like, this thing's good for. Pretty big AoE explosion, I suppose. So... yeah, I wouldn't go for Hunter Viral. You can probably do that. I mean, you'll have to go Hunter Viral for these new like Gogstrad Exo enemies. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So we got the fucking toxin. Let's see if I can just put Hunter munitions on and hope for a good result on a. So we got this new enemy type with Railjack. Very fun mode, by the way, and I'll show you. How fucking tanky this bitch is. She's crazy tanky, especially at max rank. So her base level is 9, and she has 2,000 flesh and 1,000 ferrite armor, whereas a corrupted heavy gunner has 700 flesh and 500 armor. So a very huge increase in fucking EHP. Also, another thing, you cannot do corrosive procs don't do shit for this enemy. So yeah, the only way to kill these guys fast is to bypass the armor with slash procs, or just brute force the damage. So yeah, as you can see, we got a couple of slash procs, and that just look fucking, the thing is just so, it's so tanky. You can't strip the armor or anything. The thing that works the best is like condition overload melees and slash procs, like crazy slash procs. Also, this is a paused enemy. I know I was testing a melee on a paused enemy. That was just proof of concept that you can get a pretty fast TTK with a combination of a lot of status types and condition overload. Also, a nice heavy attack build that does a huge slash proc. That's also a good thing. But also, along with their non-removable armor, I am 99% sure that they have some sort of damage reduction applied to them. Because if I shoot them with my Vulcar, which is with hunter munitions, the headshot slash procs would be something like 50,000-60,000, like up to 100,000 per tick, but they only go up to like 10,000 per tick, which is like a very weak slash proc considering the you know, you can do a shitload of damage with a Vulcar, you know, but even that is trumped by a Gogstrad officer, because she has that weird damage reduction applied to her. So yeah, very tanky enemies. We're gonna have to figure out freaky ways to kill them, because at level 140 they are very tanky. But yeah, at level 80 they're killable. They're not really that much of a problem. There you go. That's the whole video. Thank you for watching. This is Shedu Riven modded. Bye bye. Also subscribe.